Could somebody please make it make sense?
Hey everybody, this is a Spur of the Moment podcast. I wanted to react in real time to some of the stuff I'm feeling, just get it off my chest and say it. So let's get into it. So basically, this video is going to be about being a creative, pursuing a craft, pursuing a passion, and dealing with negativity and not letting it overtake you in your creative process. So this video was inspired by a comment I read. So I was going through my YouTube comments. I always try to respond to comments. Now there's some comments that are just like very to the point where I can just leave a heart, but some, of course, I want to give my thoughts on, especially if someone really took time to write something down, introduce some arguments, counterpoints, whatever. I'm trying to build a community. I'm trying to show people I care about their engagement and things of that sort. So it's going through my comments. I click on that button. There's a button if you're a content creator where you can look and see comments that are hidden or filtered out. So I decided to go on that just to see if there was any comments where I didn't actually respond when I should have. And then there was this other section where it's like comments have been hidden because they could be offensive. So I click on that. I probably shouldn't have, but basically I saw a comment that was a response to one of my videos. It was a response to my Classics video. Basically, Classics is a content creator who took my content and tried to bash me when I'd never done anything to them, and they'd had a history of bashing another content creator and poking fun at their moments of mental instability. So I was calling that out. But of course, they didn't actually look into the video to see any of the points I made. And they basically just told me I'm talentless. Every cover I post sounds horrible, sounds a hot mess. I just need to delete that channel. And I need to get a haircut. I guess saying that I need to delete an entire channel of content wasn't enough. They had to also go for my physical appearance. And then, oddly enough, they decided to compliment my commentary and video essays. Delete this channel. You're talentless. You're a hot mess. You sound a hot mess. There's no point in you posting on that channel anymore, but your commentary is pretty good. But get a haircut. Your hair looks hot mess too. And the funny thing is I got this comment right before I was about to start singing because I'm practicing to sing some covers. And so I just wanted to comment on, I guess, the impact of negativity and hate comments on creators and their ability to put out content. I am recording some short covers of Tamar Braxton's All the Way Home, the first, I guess, minute or so of the song, and Keyshia Cole's Trust and Believe, since I like those songs. But one of the struggles I'm having is every time I try to sing, every time I start to sing, I just think in the back of my head, some of these comments, some of these things saying just to quit, I'm just a hot mess, that everything I do is horrible, everything I do is terrible. It's like, is this cover going to get a shady community tab post? Is it going to be put in a group chat or thread to be laughed at? And I'm self-aware, I'm not delusional. I know that I do need to get additional training. That's why my plan is to get lessons and then get a mentor. I have a plan, and I'm also doing a series with one of my cousins who is in grad school for music, who's done music production. Her and some of her colleagues have agreed to do a show with me where they react to covers and, give me different feedback and tips and tricks and things I can do to make things better. I'm excited about that in the cover recovery series I'm doing, where I'm going to look at those old covers, like some of the pitchy covers, and point out the issues and also show that I can give good quality performances of those songs. There were times where I felt pressure to be consistent, to upload, and sometimes it impacted the quality of the content. But as a more seasoned creator, I realized that it's much better to put quality over quantity, and that's why I've slowed my output of videos on that channel. In this video, I just want to talk about the struggle that it can be to just overcome the negativity and overcome just hate comments to continue to go forward on your journey. I'm self-aware. I know that I have work to do, which is why I'm making the plan. I'm practicing. I'm putting the effort in. But I just also want to note that it can be really painful to see people constantly just tell you your goal, something you want to do, you shouldn't do it. You have no talent. You just need to delete everything. You have no chance. And it's just hard because I know my own voice. I know my own singing, and I know I can sing. I know that I have areas to work in, but I know that I do have talent, and I know that I can continue to develop that talent and continue to grow to the place I want to be and the place I need to be to make music. But it's like the hard part about being someone who is pursuing something, especially something creative, is you have to have that self-confidence. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe, no matter what anybody says, that you have the talent and you can continue to work and develop towards the place you want to be with your craft. And it's hard when you have these fresh, painful memories of people on a live stream laughing at your content, making videos poking fun at your content, posting your videos in threads and group chats to laugh at you. And it's just, like I said, I know I have work to do, but it's just hard to keep pushing on and keep pushing forward. And I'm a very motivated person. Like, obviously I wouldn't still be singing and making covers and filming covers and preparing them for upload if I didn't believe in myself. But it's just a balancing game where you really do have to just affirm yourself and trust in yourself and trust in your talent. It's just hard because it's really hard to really, I guess, figure out what's real, because I know that I do have talent. I can sing well. I have a good voice. I think I have a good tone. I think, in certain areas of my voice, I really do thrive and flourish. But it's like you also get those messages from people, those hate comments that are just acting like every time I open my mouth, some animal dies, mirrors are broken, lifespans are shortened. So it's just hard to really know where I am and where I stand. That's why I want to get a vocal coach. I would love for it to be somebody who has a similar taste in music and similar vocal styling. So then it's not just about breath control and technique. It's also, I can learn things like, about different things about riffs and ad-libs and vocal layering and things that I'm interested in. I just feel like working with a vocal coach and potentially having them work on songs with me before I cover them, maybe even kind of like giving me the approval before I post. I feel like that would give me the confidence where even if this comment is telling me I need to delete my channel, even if this comment is telling me I'm a talentless hack, I can look back and say, this person I respect, this person whose opinion I value, they say it's good, so, they say it's good. They gave me the seal of approval, so I'm going to post it and I'm going to let it do what it needs to do. I just want to note here, I think sometimes we are so caught up in a kiki and a shady comment and a read and a this and a that, and we can just feel like, oh, I really got them together. Like, we can just feel so good behind our anonymous profile where nobody can see what we're saying. But your words can have an impact months after you send them, months, years, days, whatever. People, they may have thought nothing of their little shady little comment. They may have cackled to themselves, sitting here getting me together, but they may not realize, every time I open my mouth to sing, there is this doubt, and some of those comments play back in my mind. And as a singer, I'm already critical of myself, and I'm already trying to push myself to be the best I can. But it's like I'm already that perfectionist who's always trying to do the best I can and give the best content I can. But then it's like you add on that layer of the negativity and the shade and the being made a joke and the being made fun of and the being told that you're not good enough and you'll never be good enough and you'll never make it. And it can be hard to cope, and it can be hard to keep going forward. And now I guess I'm going to get to the part that I really want to get to. And that part is a part that's going to be part of my video essay discussing my singing. But that part is going to be called I'm going to do it. And that part in this video is going to be called I'm going to do it. Because I feel like there are some people, they want me to stop. They want me to quit. They want to discourage me to the point that I never upload a cover again. I never try to sing again. And here's what I want you to understand. Singing and music are something that get me out of bed. It's something that I'm passionate about. It's like one of those things that makes me feel alive. So your shady comments, you making me a joke, you poking fun at me, none of that is going to stop what I have, my passion, my talent, my goals. I, in this life, am going to work all that I can give to improve as a singer, to make my own music, to make the connections, to build an audience related to that. It doesn't matter if you don't see it. I don't care. I am going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put the work in. I'm not forcing anybody to watch the content. If you don't see it from me, You don't see it for me. It is what it is. But I have that passion. I love to sing. So I'm going to put that effort in. And if it means I go from being a tone deaf singer to a singer who can sound in tune, that's what I'm going to do. If I'm going to go from bad, horrible to mediocre, I'm going to go from bad to mediocre. If it's bad to decent, I'll go from bad to decent. If it's good to great, I'll go from good to great. But I don't know, I feel like I'm in this conundrum because it's like there's these people who keep wanting me to quit and delete the channel and just surrender. But it's like music is something I'm passionate about, so I'm not going anywhere. But it's like because I'm not going anywhere, it's like some of these people, they just want to keep tear me down, tear me down, tear me down. But it's like since I'm not going anywhere, it's like there's this impasse. But I feel like what I have to do and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the work to make quality cover content so I can build up an audience with my covers. So then those hateful people who want me to stop, they won't have the power because it's like I'll have an audience of people who rock with me, who see the vision, who rock with it, who see the work I'm putting in and the talent I have. And those people will outnumber those people who want to shade me on a community tab or put me in a group chat or put me in a thread and read me. But I just have to get to that point. One thing I want to note here is I am pro constructive criticism. Let me know the areas I can improve in. But for the people who want to break my spirit and get me to stop, like I said, I'm going to do it. So it's like you can choose to get on the train or get off the train, but the train's not going to stop. So making these mean-spirited comments that are tearing me down, yeah, it's going to hurt me in the moment, but overall, I'm not going to stop because it's a passion. What did Beyonce say? You won't break my soul. So it's just like you can keep posting these shady comments and they may make me feel bad for a while, but you're not going to win. I just wanted to get that off of my chest because I just feel like people will come at you with anything in a YouTube video or on social media. And I just wanted to say as a creator, sometimes those comments you say that you may think are funny or shady, they follow people. And obviously I have self-esteem, I have a support system. A comment here or a comment there isn't going to break my spirit or break my soul. But I just want to let people know your words have an impact on people. It's cute to kiki and joke on people and bash people when you're not somebody who actually creates content, because it's just videos on a screen. You don't think about how those words may play back in somebody's head. Since I'm addressing everything, I want to say I don't believe in this idea of, oh, just because you want something really bad, just because you have passion in something, that automatically means that it should happen or work out for you. I don't think just because I like singing, just because I love music, that means that I'm entitled to success in music. But as someone who's passionate about singing, who is willing to do the work, I'm going to do everything within my power to try to seek out that success. And I have the right to pursue my goals just like anybody else has the right to. I'm not saying just because I want it means that it's going to happen or that I'm entitled to it, because a lot of people want a lot of different things in life. But I'm going to do what I can, everything in my power, to become the best performer that I can be, the best singer that I can be, to make the best music that I can make. You don't have to see it from me. You don't have to support. You don't have to believe that I can do it. But you don't also have to put negative comments under my videos and try to tear me down and try to make me into a joke. You have the autonomy to do whatever you want to do, but I'm just saying your actions have an impact. And I feel like some people get caught up in the shade, especially Black women. I feel like people get caught up in the shade and the reading and, ooh, what can I say that's the rudest and the most nasty? And I'm here to say your words have an impact. And me saying that doesn't make me weak. It doesn't mean that I can't take criticism. It's me acknowledging that as a human being, it can be hurtful when people try to make you into a joke and try to constantly push you down. Especially as a tiny content creator, I barely have an audience my damn self on either of my channels. So to get such vicious and negative comments from people, it's like, I'm already doing this, not making any money, putting work in, filming, scripting, coming up with new ideas, trying new things, investing in my channel, trying to make things work. But now I have to deal with toxicity and the impact of the toxicity on my mental health, as if I already didn't have stuff I was working through and going through my damn self before y'all decided to sit here and make me into a joke. With that being said, I have privated a lot of my old content just because I was tired of seeing people using it to make me into a joke, to laugh at me. I had this vision in my mind that people could watch from the first video and see the journey, see the process, see all the growth, and see where I started and where I came from. But I just realized some people, all they want to focus on is the stumbles. All they want to focus on is the time you messed up. It doesn't matter all the good you did, all the greatness that you had relating to your craft and to your talent. All that matters is the slip-ups and the mess-ups, and the stumbles are all that you can be, all you ever can be. I had heard those sayings like you're only as good as your worst performance, and I feel like as a developing creative, as someone building your craft, I feel like those statements can be damaging because they can put this undue pressure on you that if you ever mess up, like, that's all people are going to remember you by. But I feel like they also build that pressure and like that character of, I have to show up and show out. I have to show people what I can do, and I have to show them I've got it. I've got the talent. I've got the vocals. I've got what I need to do. So I feel like while I hate the fact that I couldn't show y'all this, I guess, entire journey, because some people just kept wanting to turn me into the comedy act, I guess at least I've learned a lesson of, like they say, you're only as good as your worst performance. So I've just learned that, I've got to stay on point, stay ready so I don't have to get ready. So that's why I privated some of the older content. I'm going to watch through it and, unprivate some stuff because there's some good stuff. But I just, at some point, I had to say enough. Like, enough of the sharing in the group chats, enough of the community tabs, enough of the, just posting it and making memes out of it and going on Twitter and doing this and doing that. Enough. The purpose of this content is to show my talent as a singer, my journey as a singer. So if that purpose isn't being met by the content, then the content can be privated and I can work and develop to make new content that is going to achieve those goals. But if the content that's there is not achieving those goals and it's just adding fuel to the comedy fire of making me a joke, I'm not here for it. So I did have to private some old videos. And like I said, I'm going to go through them and some of them will come back up. But I had enough because you're not liking the videos. You're not following me. You're not commenting any constructive criticism, but you can send it here and you can send it there. So that's all I have to say. I know I have work to do as a singer. I know that there's a lot I need to do to get to the place that I want to be. As I've said many times, I take singing very seriously. So I'm going to do that work. I'm going to make those connections. And if you don't see it for me, that's okay because I see it for myself. But I just want to say that a lot of that hate really did hurt me because when you're a small content creator, just putting yourself out there, getting your feet wet with content, just trying to, get some traction, figure out what works and what doesn't work, to get that onslaught of criticism and people just trying to completely break your spirit and just really make it where you feel like you just can't even do anything, like you're just so talentless and just so horrible at everything. It really does take strength to come back. Like, that's one of the things I want to reiterate here, because I was actually watching this creator's video. They did a hate video on me, Julian. If you know him, you know him. And one of the things I found so funny was when he was going in on me, he kept saying things like, I'm a bitch and I'm a this and I'm a that. And he kept using a lot of problematic language that is typically used towards queer men, which is funny because he's a very flamboyant queer man. So it's always funny to me when queer men will use the language that people use towards them, towards other queer men, because it's like, don't you see what you're doing? But I just found it funny because he kept trying to imply that I was weak and I was this and I was that. And it's like, I'm not weak for being hurt by hateful things. Weakness would be saying, okay, they said something hateful to me, so I'm just going to give up. I'm just going to drop all my goals and aspirations because they said something that hurt my feelings. Strength is saying, you know what you said hurt my feelings, what you said was out of line, but I have a vision for my life. I have a vision bigger than you. Okay, I don't know if it's bigger than him. Okay, that was cheap. That was cheap. But bigger than you, meaning I have plans and hopes and aspirations for my life that are bigger than you when it comes to, like, I had these goals and aspirations before I even knew who you were. So Why am I being shook up by you saying hateful things about me? Because those goals and aspirations predate my knowledge of you. So your hate can't derail me from getting to where I need to be, because the goals and aspirations predate you. The journey began a long time ago. You're just a stop on the way. And the thing I found funny is their hatred toward me. I feel like it kept growing and growing the more that I would keep being resilient. Because it's like, I feel like they thought that they shamed me and they thought that they broke me. But it's like, as I kept making content and continuing to grow and continuing to post covers, it's like, you didn't stop me. You didn't stop me. None of you could stop me. So I guess that's my message for y'all. If somebody tries to tear you down, keep going. Now, of course, look at what they're saying, evaluate if what they're saying is true, if there's anything true to what they're saying, but also have some self-esteem, have some respect for yourself, and don't just take anything from anybody. That's all for now. Love you all. Can't wait to see what y'all say in the comments. Love y'all. Bye-bye. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Like this video if you like this video. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the points I made in the comments below. If you enjoyed this content, definitely like, comment, subscribe, and share. That way, even if YouTube isn't pushing my content, those who resonate with it are sharing it so it can connect with others who would enjoy it. Those are some easy, free ways to support a pop of culture. If you want to support this show financially, feel free to send a tip to my Cash App or buy me a cup of coffee, both are linked below. All who donate will be featured in the credits of my long-form commentary and cover videos. There are 2 playlists that are going to pop up, one where you can binge watch my covers and one where you can binge watch my commentary. Enjoy. Bye-bye.